Hi everybody, I am coming to you from day 4 on the Master Cleanse. I have lost another pound, so I'm up to 3.5 pounds, which I don't think is good to say that I've only had 3 days complete. So I'm happy about that. I wanted to also talk to you all today about what I call the worst motivation. You know how in life things happen to those you love, and those are sometimes the things that motivate you to do with the things that you know that you need to do for yourself. So I have a very rocky relationship with my mom, and our upbringing was abusive. So that's what makes things so hard, I believe, is because of all those issues. And my mom is sick and she's not doing that well. So it's one of those things where you're so panicked, but at the same time, it's like, your relationship hasn't been good, and, it's been so much pain surrounding these things, but, you love your parents so much, unconditionally. And it's like, I stay away because I know that if I'm close with my mom, in close vicinity, she has the ability to really crush me. And it's been things that have happened that have nearly crushed me. But thankfully, with God's help and my family, my husband and my children, I've been able to overcome it. But you always, if you ever have gotten to the brink of that where you're not sure what's going to turn out, come of it and things like that, it's going to be hard for you to have any type of certainty about the situation. So now she's in the hospital. She has congestive heart failure. She has type 1 diabetes. And she's got a ton of fluid on her. And I just feel like I'm just scared because I don't want to lose my mother. And I'm scared that some of the patterns that she's set will, interpret themselves into my life. And I don't want that. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for my children. I don't want them to be worried about me like this. Yes, we all face old age and disease and things like that. But to know that it was because of neglect of myself and neglect to care for the necessary things, I don't know if I could live with that too well. I mean, I understand, feeling so weighed down that you just feel like, giving up. But when I see my children and I think of what their life will be without having somebody to advise them, to help them, to say, I can help you with that, or to help them deal with the things that we face every day in our everyday lives, I can't imagine not helping them, not being there. So that's one of the reasons that I'm on this cleanse, is I want this gone. I want this addiction to food. I'm not going to say it's an out of control addiction, but I love food. I love to cook. And when I'm in pain, I eat. It's been instilled in me since I was young. If things happened, hey, let me go get you some ice cream, or, something like that. So it's like almost resetting your whole pattern of thinking. And that's a very, very hard thing to do, because things that are instilled in you from a young age stick with you. So I don't know. The good thing about the Master Cleanse is that it detoxes you, and you are not eating sweets. You're not eating junk. You're detoxing from those things. So you know, and candida and parasites, all those things that usually feed on the junk that you put in your body, you know, are not being fed, are not getting the things that they're used to. So once you're off the cleanse, you're like ready, determined, and willing and fully equipped to start a healthier lifestyle and eating better and things like that. It's just a matter of keeping it that way and not falling. I mean, not saying not have, you know, an occasional jump, but I'm saying not depending on it as some type of therapy, or, you know, it's a complicated thing with food because, you know, we have to have it, but it can be abused. So, I just don't want my kids to have that example. And while I'm on the cleanse, I'm kind of detoxing them without them really, hopefully, paying too much attention. Like, I'm being very careful with the food that I'm cooking. And even though sometimes they're in the car fussing at me, can we stop? Can we get this? I try to drive by these fast food joints, you know, without stopping, and just knowing that I have food ready for them at home and that I'm not just neglecting them helps me out a lot. So, that's pretty much where I stand right now. I'm scared for my mother, I'm scared for myself, and I'm scared for my family. I want this to be a new leaf. I mean, I'm trying to constantly better myself, and I'm trying to constantly set an example for my kids and be better. You know, I don't think I'll ever feel like, oh yeah, I got it together, because I feel like there's always improvements that you can make. You know, not to say that, you know, I don't have it together in some aspects, because I do. But I always feel like if I have that attitude that I have it all together, then I will never reach my full potential, because I feel like life is a striving for better. You know, you can't be stagnant in life and expect anything good to happen. So yeah, that's pretty much my event for the day. That's one of my main motivations, and it's been on my mind a lot, and it's made me really sad because I don't want nothing to happen to her. And then I feel like if something does happen to her, it'd have been so much wasted time, that if we would have a better relationship and if things weren't so volatile at times, that I could have had my mom in my life constantly. My dad passed away. I don't have any grandparents. So you need that foundation. You need those roots under you. So, yeah. So, that's pretty much my update for today. I am starting to take my OPKs to pinpoint ovulation, and that's pretty much it. So I will Hi everybody, sorry for that. This guy told me to move out of the parking lot of his business that was completely empty. That's completely empty every morning. So he was just being a jerk. So I had to move. But, you know, I didn't say nothing. I just said, okay. And I moved. So I think I was at the conclusion anyway. So basically, that's about it. I will update you all tomorrow on my progress. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.